No?
Yeah.
Oh, you bitch.
No, that's why you posted for the thumbnail. Hi, everybody. Welcome, everybody over there in YouTube land. We are now recording on YouTube, and with our setup, I'm back. I'm back, baby. In the words of Tony Stark on Iron Man 2, man, it feels good to be back. It really does. I'm so glad that I'm over sickness.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right.
We'll probably address that as well, but I think I'm good.
Let's go ahead, take our dicks out, and get started.
I'm going to stay right in front of the microphone and don't move my head at all. I should be okay. Not blocking Paula.
You're fine. Do what you need to do.
It just looks like you're hiding back there.
No, it doesn't. It looks like I'm chilling like a badass.
Sorry.
Yeah, way to pop the board there. Great. It's all right. We're good.
I think Paul, can feel like a badass, that's for sure.
That's, yes, 100%.
For show.
Can I hand you the bottle opener since you'll do most of this stuff today?
I always do most of this stuff. I'm just kidding. That's not true.
You hold your own dick.
I was going to say, I don't need to know about what you do.
Nope.
All right, let's see. I think I need to get my phone out, and then I think we're going to be ready to record here. So,
I'm fucking ready, man. We're just all waiting on you. Shut up. Okay, welcome back.
and there it is. Boom goes the dynamite.
All right. Well, let's have some fun with it. Number 52.
It's the new 52. All right, you ready?
Yep.
One thing real quick, Jerry. I'll just intersect.
My God, you're still going.
I'll intersect. If we could just go back and forth with news, I'm pretty sure that I have some of the same stuff that you have, but I only have 3 things. So, and then you'll just take over.
Absolutely, that's fine.
You'll go. I'll go. You'll go. I'll go.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine, buddy.
Okay.
We can do that. I don't mind. I actually think it'd be nice if somebody besides me would talk about news for once.
Shut up, Jerry. It's your job. That's what you do.
You're the host. Deal with it.
The hostess with the mostest. Pubic hair.
Hey, it's got to be somebody.
It's gotta be somebody.
See, out of everybody in this room, yeah, your hairline definitely presents Beetlejuice more than anybody else. So.
But Beetlejuice have a big dick?
No, he was just balding.
Yeah. He had a big dick. I saw it. I was enough. So was Batman.
I think he has the power to kind of like
shapeshift and
exactly.
You'd probably turn into some weird snake.
Okay, let's get going.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
All right. Time for another Brewnomics podcast. We're all the way up to number 52. If you listen to once a week, you'd have a year worth of bullshit to listen to. I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula. I'm Vic.
And I'm Will.
Welcome back, Will. Mostly healthy enough to be on the podcast, finally drinking some beer again.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry. It feels great to be back. In the words of Tony Stark, man, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back. So this is going to be an interesting one, too. We're, of course, going to drink some beer, mostly brought to us by Will. Thanks, Will.
Oh, you're welcome. I had it all stored up, from...
Give you guys some news about what's going on in the world. That's relevant, of course. And then talk about some celebrity conspiracy theories. So, Will, while I'm pouring this beer in approximately a minute and a half, tell us what you've been up to since you've been on.
I only have a minute. Okay, real quick. Let's see. I've been watching The Flash with my wife. That's been awesome.
Awesome.
We are up to season 3. We were just finishing up the season 2 ending last night.
Nice.
I marathon Titans in a hazy fever dream, basically because I was sick with pneumonia.
Fuck Batman.
Yeah, fuck Batman. Also, I found a really awesome documentary on Hulu called Too Funny to Fail about the Dana Carvey show. I highly encourage everybody to go watch that.
I like Dana Carvey. I'd be down with that.
Yeah, that's a really good. There's so many people and stars on that that were on that show, like Steve Carell, Stephen Colbert, Louis C.K. was writing. There were so many people that were part of that. Just go watch it. That's all I need to say. Just go watch it.
It's on the Hulu?
It's on the Hulu.
Cool.
Let's see. Awesome Games Done Quick just wrapped up for 2019 in the winter. That was really cool. And let's see. Daredevil Season 2, I just started that. The Grand Tour Season 3, I'm really excited about. I haven't watched that episode yet. And I'm sorry, I said Daredevil Season 2. I did rewatch that. I meant Punisher Season 2.
Okay.
I haven't started that yet. Daredevil Season 2 I rewatched because I was getting ready for Punisher. I was sleeping a lot, like 18 hours a day.
I feel like it's been a minute and a half.
Yeah, the pneumonias. I don't care. You gotta play some music in order to ride me off, like the Oscars or whatever, man.
That's awesome.
Other than that, I've just been, ruining my parents' vacation by being sick. And I've been planning some Brewnomics events.
Nice.
Awesome,
So
man.
we're gonna have a lot of fun in 2019. I know you guys did your guys' recap. I'm really sorry I missed that. But yeah, we got some special stuff planned for you.
Cool.
So, looking forward to it.
All right, first beer. This is one from Toppling Goliath Brewing Company. This is their Pseudo Sue Pale Ale. Looks like an unfiltered or a hazy pale ale, just by the pour of it. Definitely got some sediment up in that bitch, especially it looks like the one that Vic got.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Lit beer. Please refrigerate. That's what it says. It's from Decorah, IA. What is that, Iowa?
That's Iowa.
Okay.
It's actually from the northeast region of Iowa, so right up there next to Illinois and Michigan, Wisconsin,
Cool.
kind of all up in that Midwest region.
All right. Dope ass can. It's got a dinosaur on it. Nice little
Little
T-Rex, purple and green.
It's pretty awesome. I picked up this beer at Whole Foods. The Northwest distributors, I believe, got a whole shipment in from Toppling Goliath. Brought in a couple different kind of beers. We picked up 2 of them, and I think they're all gone already. But if you find this beer, the Pseudo Sue, just get it. I've had it once before, and I got another one that I hadn't had. It's a little bit expensive, but I think we're gonna find that it's worth it. I'm hoping. I don't know, Jerry and Vic. Looks like you guys are taking some smells.
Just giving it some smells. What's that paragraph on their website say?
Ooh, yeah. Sorry, I was just sipping this beer. So it says, this single hop pale ale showcases the citra hop for a well-balanced beer that is delicate in body with a mild bitterness in the finish. She roars with ferocious aromas of grapefruit, citrus, mango, and evergreen. A Pseudo Sue's unique taste is clean and bright with just enough bites. Yeah, I like it, man.
I do like it. I was going to say that's actually a pretty apt description right off.
Very apt as well, yeah.
I get the citrus. I can dig it about it. I do definitely taste the grapefruit in there.
Mm-hmm.
Little subtle mango on the back end. I'm about this. But again, you said it was a little spendy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It was a little spendy. So when I was at Whole Foods, where I was informed that this beer would be at, because it had very limited release in Boise, Idaho. It actually, for just a 4-pack, cost me $13.99.
A 4-pack. Granted, it is a 4-pack of 16 ounces, so that's almost a 6-pack.
So it's like,
but that's still up there.
It's
sure.
$3.50 a beer.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Really,
Not
all
bad
things
at all.
considering. That's definitely
if you think in those terms, yeah.
less than bar prices. I think it's pretty good. Holy crap! Looking on Untappd, it is popular.
Oh yes.
Over almost 280,000 check-ins, 116,000 ratings with a fucking 4.2.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
high. It's high for how many check-ins it has.
That's a pretty dang good ratio on there.
Like I said, if you see this beer, just pick it up just so you can experience it and figure out what the hype is for yourself.
Especially if you're somewhere where I think I've seen this, like Co-op or Brewers Haven around here, where you can literally just snap one of them and not have to take a whole 4-pack, which I love about those places. They're so convenient for the podcast. Yeah. All right, well, let's rate it. Will, you got it. You start.
I think this is incredibly placed where it's at, especially for a pale ale. You don't find single pale ales. A lot of times you find India pale ales.
This is a unique pale ale.
It
for
is.
Sure.
But the fact that it's single hop, that surprises me. I didn't even know that before we started. And it's the Citra hop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go 4.25.
Dang.
I know I'm starting off the podcast on a high note. Normally I don't rate stuff that high, but this is a good beer.
Well, it does have that 4.2 rating, so you're right up there with the people.
With the people.
Man of the people.
Man of the people.
All right, I guess might as well go clockwise. P. Holla.
I'm going to say 3.75.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's still a good beer.
I do enjoy it. It's not a beer that I don't want more than like 2 of them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I could see, well, with that unfiltered nature of it, does seem to sit a little fluffy.
If this was an Idaho beer, I don't think I'd have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's good. But
Even at a 4 rating or 4.25 or whatever you gave it.
yeah, it still feels like, to me, especially because it's not local, it still feels like a specialty beer to me. I don't think even if this was available like, year round for me, I don't think I'd be buying it a lot. Maybe once in a while.
I like it a lot. I don't know. I don't really mind the price for where it's at. It is a bit much. But I said we'd go clockwise, so I guess that's on you next.
Yeah, I was like, are you just gonna go then, skipping me? No, I see how it is.
I could do that.
I appreciate you. I would rate this at a 4 even, and that is because drinkability, it's at 6.8, which is a really solid ABV.
It's like my favorite ABV personally.
It's a good level, but just like
Maybe.
Paula said, I could really only have 2 because it's just it's high enough that I have to keep it real slow. I couldn't sip on this all day.
Yeah.
It does sit really heavy with me as well, so it would slow me down a lot. So just a 4 even. I think it's really good. I get all those fruit elements that they're talking about: grapefruit, mango, and what was the other one? I don't know. I think
Something Citra.
Something Citra. That was the hop. Yeah. No, I think it's a good beer overall, though.
Well, I think there's a distinction between because people think, from people I've met who say they're like a good beer, is like when they think of good beer, it's a beer they can drink like all day.
Right.
But I'm like, no, you can have a beer or 2 of a different type of beer and still be a good beer.
Absolutely.
Drink it all
Yeah.
day.
Well,
Absolutely.
and I wonder if these guys, I don't know, but I'm kind of guessing they have a little bit of the Dogfish Head flavor where it's like super legit, high quality ingredients.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That kind of jumps that price tag up with it.
And
Because it does taste.
Oh, I really like that
luscious.
description. I feel like
It's
that.
that mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that hits the nose right on the head.
And that's a great question to ask people. I'm like, are you looking for something to drink all day, or do you just want one really good beer for the moment?
Oh, absolutely.
Enjoy the fucking moment. Yeah.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. You don't need to get ham-boned every time you drink a beer.
And
Exactly.
that's kind of where my rating was coming from.
Yeah.
Really.
I like it. I think I'd also give it a 3.75, right up in that range. I like it a lot. And I guess 6.8 is not quite my favorite ABV because I think it has to be 6.9. Giggity.
Oh, snap.
That's stupid. I'm sorry.
We are adults in this.
I'm wondering if it really does sit this heavy. You guys have to think, and Brew Crew, you'll see him fucking eventually. But we did just record like 3 beer review videos before this of some pretty fucking heavy beers.
Yeah.
So
One that was like 15%.
right. So our bellies are already kind of like.
We had to take a break and eat something. Let's just put it at that. Okay.
All right. Well, while we finish this up, let's get into the news. News. If you're watching this live, you can always see we usually have some action figures. Sometimes there's a theme. This time there is Ninja Turtles. Let's talk about that. Say hi, Raphael.
Hi, Raphael.
TMNT is getting another motherfucking reboot. Full-on reboot. Right, already. Seems too soon. That is allegedly from Paramount starting production as early as this year.
An actual reboot.
An actual reboot.
Is that live action or animation?
It's still going to be live action, and they don't have a director or a cast, but they have producers. 3 producers attached to it. The main 2 are Andrew Form and Brad Fuller, who are the producers of The Quiet Place. So that's kind of interesting. And then the other producer, it's Michael Bay.
Yeah, well, it had to be, right?
Does it? I feel like it had to be anybody but Michael Bay.
He has his fingers in everything. They're super
Yeah.
sticky.
I mean,
Yeah.
Michael Bay is Michael Bay, but he does have access to an insane amount of resources, which puts him in a nice spot to be a producer.
Yeah.
Personally, the way I like my Michael Bay is I like my Michael Bay paired up with Jerry Bruckheimer. Back when Jerry Bruckheimer was doing stuff,
Straight up.
Jerry Bruckheimer was the ultimate producer, and he found Michael Bay, they teamed up for The Rock. And
Dude, I just watched Top Gun a couple nights ago. Jerry Bruckheimer, man. Yeah, he is fantastic. I love Top Gun so much.
I feel like because we've been drinking, mind blanking. Help me out with the name. The guy that produced Transformers.
Michael Bay.
Thank you, Michael Bay. It's been
The
that
guy we're literally talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of like I think Michael Bay will be almost in a way the next Jerry Bruckheimer, but I don't know if he's going to be doing it as well.
He already
Yeah.
is.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, well, Bruckheimer, I think, is just an iconic producer. Michael Bay's kind of doing both
He's
right
an
now.
iconic
So.
douchebag.
Do you know what storyline, if anything, that they're kind of promising lining up for? No, nothing.
It's pretty just fresh. They just announced they're doing it, but it seems
Okay.
super rushed too. I'm not looking forward to this, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
All right. Let's see. So Mission Impossible Fallout. Movies that Jerry hasn't seen. Can't name the theme song for the life of him.
Pretty sure that's how it goes.
No. They actually just announced that they're going to do 2 sequels and they're going to be filming them back to back.
I saw that. Wait, is this what? So number 12 and 13?
No, this would be number 7 and 8. The same director and writer that did 5 and 6 will come back and do 7 and 8. And these are set to release in 2021 and 2022. The reason why they're not launching up with a 2020 release is because they don't want to take anything away from Top Gun 2, which Tom Cruise is also going to be in for that summer.
Dude,
The
Fallout.
world can only handle so much Tom Cruise per year.
So much-
He's out there
so
mind
much
blowing.
running.
And they know
So
it.
much running.
They know it.
Tom Cruise is like, this is for your personal safety cinema goers.
Well, as a Mission Impossible diehard, same with Vic. I don't know about you, Will. Are you?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. Well, Fallout for me.
I've been converted my wife.
Dude, Fallout for me is it's like maybe the second to last worst Mission Impossible.
You didn't like it.
It's all. I liked it. It was all chase scene though. The whole. I mean, give you Mission Impossible. It kind of is. It's just all chase scene.
One shot chasing.
But this one was so blatant about it. So blatant. It was just. It was almost like they try to get fan service, but I feel like it was forced.
There was a lot of just, yeah, like you said, just running in this. I don't think it's the second one worst, but I definitely think, just because the pacing was, it was almost too fast. I don't know if there is a
But was
movie
it
that you
too
can
furious?
say that
You beat
Oh, somebody else got that.
One second. 1 second.
But it was, seriously, the pacing was almost too fast in this, like where you had like lots of fast talking exposition and then lots of action. And just, sprinkle it in a little bit more.
I want J.J. Abrams to come back to the Mission Impossible series.
Number 3 was pretty good.
Yeah, well, what I thought this one did really well was it tied up a lot of loose ends, like story-wise, which
Yes.
was very nice to see. And you're right, there was just a lot of story to get through, so it was coming at you left,
And
right,
that's why I think
center.
what the fan service came from. It's like, for me, honestly, I don't think I really need any of that shit. You use fucking agent.
Whatever, man. This movie ruined Justice League.
I think I think we
that doesn't make any sense to me.
Mustache gate.
Mustache game.
Oh,
Reason for the
yeah,
mustache.
yeah.
Mustache game.
It's because of Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And Henry kicked ass in that movie.
Dude, Henry
Oh,
was
he was
great.
good.
He's so jacked. He is just a god of a man physically.
So
He's
handsome.
awesome.
He's
Good
so
Lord.
handsome.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He is a big fucking dude.
I think
Remember him in, what was that, Immortals?
Immortal.
That was a great
He was
movie.
tiny in
Yeah,
that
he was
movie.
so tiny, right? Just all svelte and super skinny.
But the choreography in that movie
Real
was killing
good.
people.
He killed it, yeah.
I think we just got to get Jerry to watch Mission Impossible movies, and then he'll finally maybe see what the hype is.
We've tried. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we've suggested
Yeah.
it 100 times. It's
No,
just,
no, too far behind at
He's
this
even
point.
watched them with us, but
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. It's like the Fast and Furious. He's not into it.
he's not his thing.
Don't even worry about it.
All right, moving on. What else do you have, Jerry?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Heck yeah.
It's Sony's most watched trailer of all time.
Not-
Obviously. It
not
kind
by
of
me.
surprised. Not by you, of course.
Not by me,
will.
Oh, I
but
definitely
I will
did.
tell you this. As soon as the Super Bowl rolls out in 2 weeks, that lid is coming off.
Oh, yeah. This one, 130 million views in the first 24 hours. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, he goes to Europe on a class trip. What else happened?
Yeah, stuff happens.
The elementals roll out.
That's
pretty
right.
much.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty fun. If you should watch it, but I wonder. I don't know what Sony's most watched trailer was before this.
I don't either.
Venom? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then,
probably, definitely.
Mysterio comes out, saves the day.
And I was like,
Wait.
Mysterio! Mysterio!
Saves the day?
saves the day.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
funny
he was
to me.
saying it's like he's recruited by Nick Fury
Mhm.
in this one. So my kind of thought, well, I'm on the train that he is actually controlling the elementals, and it's like he's fighting them to trick people into thinking he's a hero.
Dude, I totally agree. I had the
Yeah.
exact same thought. I'm like, he's creating these illusions because if you notice in the trailer, he's utilizing like Doctor Strange's
Style,
of magic. It's green.
It's quite interesting. He already seems way OP compared to what he ever has been in the comics because he's just a normal guy.
Does he have
Yes,
the fishbowl helmet?
he does.
Yes, he does.
And it looks
Dude,
awesome.
they did an amazing job with this team. It's
Mhm.
fantastic.
I have not seen pictures with the fishbowl yet. So
Yeah, the only
okay.
picture that was floating around was him without it because obviously you have to show that face.
Yeah, well, you pay for it.
Right.
I like
Give him
Jake
the money
Gyllenhaal. I want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems kind of vanilla to me, but I don't dislike him by any stretch.
He would buy you a lunch. I
Yeah.
swear to God, he would probably buy you lunch.
I take it. I totally go to lunch with
Get
Jake
you a couple
Gyllenhaal.
beers. Yeah.
So I know that the costume that I saw with JG in it, like it pretty much covered up like all of his physique. But that guy is ripped. Like if you ever seen Southpaw, that
Oh,
guy
Yeah.
has
Mhm.
muscles. Like when you guys were talking last week about Silver Surfer
Mhm.
and who you'd want, I was thinking in my head
Ooh.
somebody lanky and kind of like sinewy that's still ripped. Jake Gyllenhaal is
That's
completely.
a solid
That's a solid
point.
answer.
I like that.
Excellent.
Talking
man.
about the Prince of Persia.
I like that. That's pretty much all I got on Spider-Man. I'm excited for that movie, though. I
Okay.
kind of wish they didn't show any trailers or anything
Before
before
Avengers.
Avengers
Yeah.
agreed.
in there, because now obviously we know it's it's all going to be all right, which really in our heart of hearts we knew, but I super just wish they just left everything dark.
Yeah.
That'd be such a gangster move,
Right.
but I guess you got to have the publicity.
What if they did kind of a weird thing and they're like Spider-Man Homecoming and then they showed all these scenes and they just removed Spider-Man from it? That'd be funny, right? Anyone?
It's a
That'd be
stupid
legit.
idea.
He dies like the very first scene. Aunt May starts tripping.
It's just like a funeral for Peter Parker and a whole bunch of other people, and that's it.
So the one thing that I did read about this bit of news was that it is confirmed that it is set after the events of Avengers Endgame.
I'm hearing immediately after.
Oh, really? Okay,
Immediately
immediately.
is what I heard.
But yeah, like that was as you referenced, like everything's gonna be all right. Like they confirmed it. That, Hey,
Exactly.
You know.
Which is kind of like a blah blah. All right, enough Spider-Man. What else
Okay.
we got?
let's see. So Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that too.
Yeah.
Bust in the way.
Ghostbusters movie picks up continued. I can't say that word.
Continuing after the 1984 originally, but
Continuity.
before the 1989 sequel.
No, from the 1989 sequel, but
No,
based present day.
That's
The
not what I read.
stuff with Vigo and the painting and everything after Ghostbusters 2, everything with that is canon and happened. This is picking up after that. I think it disregards the Ghostbusters reboot with all of the female Ghostbusters. I think it disregards that.
It does, totally, yeah.
But yeah, this one is canonical and picks up the storyline from Ghostbusters 2 and is based in present day. So that's pretty cool. And the son of the director of the first Ghostbusters and the second Ghostbusters, it was the same guy, right?
No.
Oh,
It's
well,
different, yeah.
second Ghostbusters, his son is actually going to be the director of Ghostbusters.
Jason Reitman,
3.
son of Isaac Reitman?
Ivan.
Ivan, thank you. I knew that was wrong. That's going to be kind of interesting. It seems, though, what I read is it's also going to be focused around 12 teenagers, around 12 to 13, probs 2 boys and 2 girls.
12 teenagers or
No,
12 year
ages
olds?
12
Oh,
and
ages.
13
Okay.
teenagers. So it kind of also seems like a bit of a Stranger Things ripoff. Did you hear Leslie Jones went on a Twitter rant because of it
Oh,
too? She's
yeah,
super pissed off
yeah.
about it. Kind of, I get it though. Like, did you guys watch the ladies Ghostbusters?
I did. I thought it was okay.
I thought it was pretty
It was
good.
entertaining.
I didn't
It was
necessarily love the end of it, but as a whole, I actually quite enjoyed the movie.
I thought Chris Hemsworth
Definitely did
stole
not
the show.
Definitely, I thought Kristen or Kate McKinnon stole the show.
I think so too. She did a great job.
She crushed it in that, but that is the most necessarily hated movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's no reason to hate on that movie.
Like, yeah,
There's a thing with nostalgia, though. In Ghostbusters, those fans,
nostalgia and misogyny.
it's fucking Die Hard.
Yeah,
You know,
Very true.
Yeah.
I guess, but I mean, nobody really said anything about this teaser. Although this teaser doesn't really
It doesn't show much at all.
anything.
At
Shows
all.
what, like the back of the Ecto-1, right?
Pretty much.
That's it.
So it's not really real.
It's in like it was kind of like in the farmish area.
I'm gonna say I don't want this. I don't give a shit.
Did any of you guys watch the real Ghostbusters, like when it was the kids that kind of took over, the kid in
The
the
cartoon?
wheelchair? Yeah, the cartoon
Yeah.
in the wheelchair, and like the girl Ghostbuster, and then I think there's like another younger black Ghostbuster, and then
Yeah.
another Ghostbuster as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any of you guys watch that?
Yep.
Yes.
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay. I think they could do something with that. I'm hoping that they do.
I just hope
But-
it don't happen.
I don't know. There's so many good storylines of what they could do with the Ghostbusters. Like I've actually written down a couple of them. I'm not going to share them here because of time. But yeah, you can make Ghostbusters a good franchise.
Will's gonna write fan fiction for Ghostbusters and post it on our website, so check it out.
Dude, spoilers.
Yeah, Brewnomicsboys.com. Look at it.
Right.
Cool. Moving on. You know what, gentlemen? I think we need another beer.
That sounds like a
Are
great
you out?
idea.
Okay. Yeah, we should get another beer. You're closer. Can you run to it? You pick a beer, Vic. While you're picking beer, just real quickly, the New Gods, they're doing a movie, DC movie, live action. The New Gods, Mr. Miracle, Big Barda, stuff like that. Obviously, they figured out who the
Orion,
main
right?
villain's going to be. Yes.
Right. Yes.
I would find it hard pressed if the villain wasn't Darkseid.
Oh, well, you're going to find it hard pressed, and there's a way better villain for this.
Okay, you guys are more
Paula knows
versed
who
in
it is.
comics than I.
Was it the mother?
Yeah, the what?
The granny?
Granny.
Granny
Granny
Goodness.
Granny
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah.
Dude, I'm super excited for
goddamn
this.
bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, she is a goddamn bitch. Like, I don't know who the casting is for this, when it comes to, or who's gonna be in it, Mr. Miracle, Big Bar, Orion sort of thing. And then Granny Goodness too. Who would you guys, so if you can think, I don't want to go over all the castings of Orion's and Mr. Miracles, but I am very curious about Granny Goodness because she's one of my favorite villains.
Cold-blooded. man.
Cold-blooded, but can make you think that she's on your side too, but a complete sociopath. Who do you guys want to play Granny Goodness?
Can I go first?
No,
I really,
Paul, you go
Okay.
first. I'm just kidding.
No,
Yes,
no,
of course, Will. You go first.
I will let Paula go first.
Who's that woman from Misery?
Oh, Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
That's a great
That is
answer.
a good
That's a
answer.
great answer. What do you have,
Gosh,
Will?
that's almost better than mine now that I think about it. I had Betty White.
That's exactly who I was
Betty
thinking.
White. She's dope. She's dope.
Betty White's a good one, but Betty White wouldn't be the right one. B. Arthur would
she's
be
too-
the right one.
She's too funny.
She's too well, and she can. Because remember Lake Placid, she was the bad guy. Did you ever watch that?
Betty White.
Yeah.
And, I didn't. I missed like Placid.
It's all right. You didn't miss much. But
Well,
I would
I'm
go
scared
with
of crocodiles, so that's why.
in her prime, B. Arthur.
All right.
Girl.
I think it's a great choice.
Vic, did you have anybody?
My repertoire of senior citizen actors.
Well,
as far as ladies go, but
you can do
yeah.
that with there's even still a lot of good new ones. Susan Sarandon would be great at it. You could age her up a bit. Who's the woman? Did you guys watch American Horror Story?
Which season?
The Asylum, the head nun. I'm trying to think of her name. Oh God, let me IMDb her real quick.
So my basis is off of the Justice League animated series.
100%.
Yeah, so I think the woman from Misery would just be perfect for
Oh,
that
yeah.
goddamn bitch. Yeah.
She's
Nice.
Kathy Bates is so scary in that one.
Kathy Bates is scary in real life.
Is she?
I mean, I think she's a nice person, but like, I think she can turn it to that level. I think there's a little bit of typecasting there.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think she's very blunt.
Jessica Lange. Yeah, she'd be good at it.
Jay Lang.
All right, you're showing us a picture. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was the one.
I feel like she's too pretty.
They could make her up in one way or the other, but she definitely has that presence about her, though. Like she could be super mean and intimidating. And the part of the prettiness, she has that same charm that kind of makes her so extra psycho. So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this movie goes. I'm so excited.
Because Kathy Bates was in the Children Under the Stairs as well. Was that correct?
I've never seen that. I don't know what that
Okay.
is.
It's the Children Under the Stairs that live under their Kathy
There are these kids. They're under
Bates'
these
goddamn
stairs.
beard. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't picture Grant Goodness to be like an attractive lady. You know.
That's true. She's definitely not. But I think you could, make him up enough to do certain things. But all right, that's enough of that. Let's drink this.
I got
Oh, fuck. Fine, Will. What?
So I know that we already had, I think it was Glenn Close in,
Oh, yeah.
wasn't she in Guardians or was that Meryl
Helen
Streep?
Mirren. No, she's way too beautiful to do it.
Meryl Streep?
I think we should
Meryl
go for
Streep.
3.
Yeah.
One of the two. Either one of those who hasn't been in the MCU, I think would work.
Well, this
Although
is
I
the
like
DC.
Helen. I like Helen Mirren. Though.
Helen Mirren's a
Mirren,
good
that is
one,
a good-
too.
Complete
Yeah.
badass.
She really can be a bad guy. We'll see. I guess
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you. Enough. Let's move on to another beer.
So this
Sorry
beer
about that,
is
Jerry.
a fun one. This is from Dogfish Head. You may have heard us talk about them on the podcast before. Still so excited. They're finally in Boise. This is their 75-minute IPA. Comes in at 7.5% with 75 IBUs. What else?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so on the Untapped ratings. This has about over 101,701 total check-ins. Has 80,944 unique check-ins and 1,192 check-ins this month thus far. This has an average rating of 3.99 derived from 72,510 raters.
Sitting almost at a 4.
3.99. Yeah, that's pretty dope. What's the website say? Paula or Vic or Will or Edie?
I can't see anything.
He's zooming in for you. Here you go.
He's got a lot of obstructions.
Fucking lean back, Will.
No, it's not. It's the mic.
That's the mic,
Yeah,
okay.
it's the mic.
All right. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a minute, ... but 75-minute IPA is back. What began as a cask-conditioned ale at a Rehoboth brew pub back in 2011 quickly grew to become a cult favorite amongst craft enthusiasts. From the Groucho glasses that adorned the label to its slightly dry and lingering bitterness, 75-minute was and is beloved by many. Now in our latest iteration, this classic IPA is again brewed with maple syrup from Sam's Family Farm in Massachusetts. I assume they mean Sam Calagione. While being continually hopped throughout the boil and then dry hopped with a slew of Cascade hops. The result is a malty and earthy brew with citrusy pine aromas, balanced and subtle maple notes.
Absolutely. Nice job. So, very cool.
Into that, there we
Yeah.
go. Let's give her a sip. We have a little growler of it, so we can't see that Groucho Glasses label. But, ooh, that is sweet. Interesting.
Yeah, and that dry finish, I definitely taste that on the back.
I would
end.
love to put this in like a pancake batter.
Mhm.
I wonder, is there a beer batter pancakes? That sounds like something I want to fuck with.
If not, there should be.
Right?
I think you can drink this with
This would be a
pancakes.
great beer with it. Ooh, I like
Are you
this.
saying this is a morning beer?
Oh, hell yeah.
This is a
Totally
morning beer if
a
you
morning
drink it in the
beer.
morning. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a
This
tasty
is definitely
beverage.
a breakfast beer.
Smooth AF.
Let's go nicely with some eggs and sausage.
Mm.
Maybe a nice English muffin.
Yeah, definitely put in that maple syrup right on top
Ooh,
of it.
I'm gonna
with
give that
cinnamon.
a 3.5.
3.5, huh?
Mhm.
Mm.
It's extra sweet. You know how I feel about. I don't like my beers to be super sweet. Not
That's
necessarily my thing. But it is good. I could see it with a bit of a morning sweet tooth anchor in there. I guess I legitimately would love this bitch and some pancakes.
Mm.
So there we go. That's what I got.
I'd go a 3.75 on this bitch. It's tasty beverage, smooth AF. I could drink this all day. At 7.5%, I do not taste the 7.5%.
You do not.
It finishes very light for me. It's nice.
I agree, 3.75. I do think it's a morning beer. I would love to have a Belgian waffle, some fucking bacon with this goddamn beer, and I think it'd be a good morning. It's not a beer most of the beer. It's just the morning beer.
Straight up, yeah, I don't need nothing else. Cool. Will.
I like this IPA, which I find actually surprising because it doesn't taste similar to almost any other IPA that I had. It's not citrusy at all. It's not grassy. It's not dank, but it's smooth and it's sweet, and I like it. And I'm gonna rate this a 3.75.
Look at that.
Nice. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a unique IPA. You don't typically. It's the sweetest IPA I've ever had. That's for dang.
Right.
Mhm.
I kind of like that about it.
But it's not off-putting.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
It's not citrus. It's that maple that really pulls you.
Oh, it's not off-putting at all. This is yummy. I definitely.
It's not
recommend
overbearing
it.
though, as well as the maple. You know, 'cause for me, maple syrup can sometimes be a little.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Over.
Too much. It just stains your palate, sort of thing. But yeah, this is a nice subtle taste of it. I don't know how true this is, but I saw YouTube is saying it's going to start banning videos that they consider to be like dangerous challenge and stunts. A lot of this is because like the bird box challenges, people getting hurt and stuff.
Oh.
So they're doing like a whole 3 strikes rule to where if you have a video or challenge that they deem is dangerous and I don't know, dangerous and like people will copy it and potentially hurt themselves, they're gonna pull it.
You think that would have stopped at the Tide Pod challenge?
Yeah, no, it's happening, right?
Yeah, you'd have hoped they instituted that.
Or a fucking ghost riding the
challenge.
whip.
Which I'm totally fine with because I think I just hate internet attention for shit like that.
Right.
But they're apparently going to implement like a 3 strike system to where, you know, they'll pull the video, pull your motherfucking channel
People
after
stupid.
that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true that is, but I'm not terribly upset if that's the case.
Me neither.
Because if
man.
you're going to post videos like that, you do kind of have a responsibility not to influence people to do something that's going to hurt themselves
Yeah.
Exactly.
or people around them.
I
More
think it's
importantly,
testament to how big YouTube is now.
Mhm.
And I agree.
They do have a responsibility.
Agreed. Yeah.
I agree. They have responsibility, and I'm glad that they're finally wising up to this. I wish it would have been just done sooner.
Right, like I said, around the Tide Pod Challenge or Cinnamon Challenge or whatever it was.
The milk,
Yeah.
the gallon challenge.
Well, and stuff like that ultimately is not harmless. As you know, you're going to throw up a little bit, but you'll be fine. But it's not. You're not poisoning yourself.
People died from the Tide Pod channel.
No, I was talking about drinking a gallon.
Oh, milk. Yeah, milk is
Something
fine.
like that. Yeah.
You're safe. Just don't do it because you feel bad.
Because you have upset tum tum. Last bit of DC news, real quick. I should have added this in with the Booster or Blue Beetle movie. Apparently now they're saying Booster Gold will make an appearance.
You should.
You fucking ain't should.
You should.
Watch. It's a like cameo right at the very last.
Something
teaser,
that's my guess. You know, end credit scene.
like Carnage was in
Right.
Venom.
Well, you don't want to take away from the main character, Avi, right? But I don't know, man. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. That's just Batman and Robin.
Absolutely. Except they're more equals.
I'm catching up a little.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point.
I'm catching up a bit, or I have a horrible memory, or I'm just too dang drunk. The Blue Beetle. Do you know what version of Blue Beetle is?
They're doing Ted Cord.
They are.
Oh, thank God.
Well, of course, that's why they're bringing in Booster Gold.
Thank God.
That's
he
who
wasn't
it
friends
is.
with Jaime Ramos at all.
He wasn't friends with Jaime Reyes. Yeah, that was the original Ted Cord, and then John Michael Carter. And so
Okay.
specifically, if you're going to bring in Booster Gold, it has to be that iteration. If it's Jaime Reyes, if anything, you would bring in like Nova or something to that.
Well,
or
No,
not Nova.
fixing DC and Marvel.
No, not Nova.
And actually, I think Jaime Reyes is the Nova, isn't he?
Of that, who am I thinking of? Somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jaime Reyes is the Blue Beetle, but,
He's
I know.
Who's the Nova then?
Cyborg.
No, it's the second Nova, but you're right. It's almost the same story of how they reboot it. But
Sam.
It's another Mexican.
It is Sam something.
at the same
The
time,
Nova,
like
yeah.
Jaime Reyes was how I was introduced to Blue Beetle, so I guess he always kind of
Oh,
like,
really?
Oh, really?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, I always
Wow.
kind of like the one they were introduced with. It's probably how most comic book readers now have been introduced to Miles Morales and are finally excited the fact that he got his own.
Really? I was
Into the
told.
Spider-Verse.
I was way more Ted Cord, way familiar with Ted Cord before Jaime Reyes.
No idea who he was.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Quirky Batman.
Do you have anything else for news, Will?
I think I'm good actually.
I
I
think I'm good too. All right.
exhausted myself.
Well, I guess before we move on to our main topic and another beer, Will, you have approximately 2 minutes to argue any points or give counterpoints to anything we've made on the podcast since you've last been on.
2 minutes.
Go.
Well, now you're just springing this on me.
Oh,
2
yeah,
minutes. It's already
100%.
go. Already go.
Oh, what did I say you were
1
wrong
minute, 50
about?
seconds.
I'll give you a quick one, Toy Story.
Yes, you guys are all wrong about Toy Story. I texted you as soon as I heard this, like I was like 3 days late, and they're all wrong, dude. They are not excited at all about Toy Story. Toy Story is a brilliant. I'm gonna waste all my time on this. No. Honestly, like Toy Story growing up for me was like almost the quintessential like Disney movie. It blew my mind. There are so many parallels now that I'm a parent and I have kids of my own. There's so many moments growing up where Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, and even Toy Story 3 have been like just metaphors for what you deal with, like whether it be loss or moving on or acceptance of another person, who's entering your world.
He's getting
that
so
have been
emotional.
there. I know. Toy Story 4, from everything that I've heard, is going to be amazing. They wouldn't make it without
seconds.
I'm fine with that. They wouldn't make it without a good enough script to do it. I'm happy that they're doing it. And yeah, you guys are all wrong. You need to be excited for this movie.
Awesome.
And there you go.
I love your passion.
You're the best.
Okay, well, before we move on, let's take a quick break, and then we will come back, drink another beer, get on to our main topic, and drink another beer.
Enjoy this ad.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh, this ad is also going to be. We'll have to. When we come back, we'll correct the. You can just correct the pronunciation, but we don't need to re-record the ad.
All right, good.
Yeah, we recorded ads for your buddy,
Yeah, I know. I listened to it. I thought that was awesome.
and then we have like other recorded ads.
Way to put me on the spot. I would have been like saving stuff up.
Oh, I know the whole point of that was to put you on the spot.
Yeah, we talked about it before you came by. We're just like, why the fuck not?
No, that was great. Well done, everybody. Oh man, no, because yeah,
We're
I
actually
was
making pretty good time.
I was
right
so upset with you guys. You're like, no,
I figured you wanted to get your
rant
rant out on that.
I'm like, no, this is a 10 for me. And like, I'm going to see that before anybody. I might go see that movie 3 times.
You're gonna be so sad when it sucks.
Like,
I've got to go.
That movie. Do you know how many people that movie's live, like that movie changed their lives?
My movie gets millions, but
Yeah.
Yeah, like, got 2 people walking out. I can't walk out. You're standing right here. Yeah, so I can't walk out.
Do you need to pee? Do you need to go get out? Do
I'll
we need
pee
to?
after they're done. Yeah.
All right. So YouTube.
Hi YouTube and Instagram.
What up,
This is
IG?
Will's argument for fucking Toy Story.
Dude, I was livid with them. I lit up their like our phones, like we were all connected with a chat tweet. I don't know, 4-way chat. I'm so old.
Group
It's
chat.
horrible. Group chat. Thank you. And yeah, I lit them up because I was like, no, they do not understand this movie. There were a couple other movies that you guys decided that you weren't all that hot on.
This is why you're here, though. Because
Well, that was
we agree
so
so much on everything.
that was so my topic. I was like, okay, I'm giving you guys this because I've already looked up this and I know which movies like I'm gonna see and plan out for my year. Like I plan out dates with my wife and go and just, I plan that thing out. Like I'm kind of an old school romantic like it, and I just, so I'm like, okay, well, what movies can we see this month, or, what can we do? Okay, I need to come up with 2 dates at least a month. Like, are we gonna go ice skating, or are we gonna go, like do a quick hike or what? And like some of them, it's just we're so tired because of our kids that we're just exhausted and we just want to spend time with each other and not talk. And
You Netflix and chill.
we do Netflix and chill. We Netflix and chill, and sometimes we Netflix and chill and then have sex. But
That's what includes Netflix and chill. What else
okay.
are you doing?
well, when you, I
Is
don't
it
know.
sex on sex?
Yes.
Sex on sex on sex.
Yes.
Okay.
I am a stallion. Yes. But more so, like, yeah, sometimes we just chill and we just like sit and talk and be with each other, not having to say anything, and it's so amazing.
That's what you should do as a fucking couple, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together for 10 years, so like it's awesome. But yeah, there are times when we just want to go and be away and turn off our brains and movie theaters are great for that. And, you know, it
Quiet.
provides a good escapism. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, everybody's kind of built in on that. Like, we could start a different project or do something else, but, you know, it's kind of easy.
I got
It's somewhat cheap. Did I need to let you out?
None of
Because
it.
this totally just turned into like the William Sinclair, you know, podcast channel for YouTube.
Keep
and
talking
Instagram.
about it. Keep talking about your experiences.
All right, I will.
Cool. You go, Will. Kick ass.
I've been so looking forward to coming back on this show. Like, dude, I will say that
Make us lose followers.
shut up, Jerry. If you heard that, you thought I would make us lose followers by this. But anyways, no, being like sick with pneumonia, it feels like you're dying. Like if you have an elderly person in your life that you know that has pneumonia or is sick, dude, go say hi. Just spend some time to be with them. Like even if they're, you know, tired, because having pneumonia just makes you tired. Again, I slept for like 18 hours a day one time. Just be with them. Be there for them. You know, try and think about what, you know, you put out into the world and just make it a better place. I mean, that's in a sense my mantra. You know, so I don't know, but being sick definitely enlightened me to a couple things. Like, you know, a lot of us take our health for granted. So I definitely think, yeah, you know, take a second to relax, you know, and, you know, not have such a busy day, you know, see how people are actually doing, like truly actually doing, say hi to them. And then, you know, tell them about Brewnomics. I don't know, but it's funny. Like you can tell almost, even like when you're first introduced to somebody, if you actually pay attention to like look at them in the eye and, you know, give them confirmation that you're listening, like actively listening to them, you'd be amazed at how far that will go in life. I highly encourage anybody to use that practice, you know, 100% of the time. And it's hard. It is very hard. But yeah, you know, focus on the person, realize that what they are saying is the most important thing in their entire life. The only reason I'm still talking right now is because I'm vamping and waiting for the rest of the people to come by. So, you know, if you heard anything in the background, I'm making good excuses.
Shut up, Will.
I don't think anybody's watching.
I don't think anybody is either, but it's recording, and I'm taking this time and I'm using it wisely.
Wisely?
Wisely.
Is it wisely? Is it wise?
Did you-
No, actually, no. You're filling time up, so thank you, actually.
Did you change your sweatshirt?
No.
Oh, I love that Melvin sweatshirt. That's awesome.
Thank you. Ben got it for me.
Yeah, it's very cool. You can model it for the camera before we head back into the show.
Camera can go fuck itself.
There's no one watching anyway, right?
No, I
Like,
don't think so.
Instagram,
There are
YouTube.
some people that watch this on, you know, on delay after it's been there, it's been posted.
Not right now, though.
Nah,
But thank you for watching, people who do watch.
we do appreciate it.
I'm
Thank
sorry
you,
for whatever Will said.
You don't have to
We
be
have no
sorry.
control over that.
Hello, big shout out to one of my best friends, Robert Jagger, who I'm pretty sure will be watching the show later on delay. But
Probably won't.
yeah. Anyways, I think we're about ready to be headed back in. I still have beer left, but
You got
What?
to pee at all?
no, I'm good. I'm good right now. What time do we got actually? 8:30. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Do we know what we're doing next?
Meth.
Well, I'm already on that with my meds, but
Oh, no, this is real meth.
oh,
This is true myth.
you have to like boil it with a
Trailer
spoon.
park meth right here.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Right here.
You're gonna have a bent spoon right now.
Trailer park meth.
Smaller trash myth.
You're gonna go to the 12 gauge, aren't you? Because our third beer is almost always the Idaho I Tap That segment beer.
This is gonna be probably a pain.
It is gonna be a pain. Do you have a knife?
No.
It'll work that way.
I almost thought about bringing my
That'll be fine.
the cutter. What?
You're okay, I got it.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Bounce with me, bounce with me.
Bounce with me, bounce with me.
Can I get a what?
What?
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Were you expecting that?
I was not.
I was gonna rap Jay-Z's part actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, well, dude, rap JC's part, man.
No, I can't do it anymore. Jerry just did it. Rob Schneider style.
Yeah. I
Alright,
have no
Rob
experience with
Schneider
rap,
is a
so-
stapler.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
Are we good on the video fronts? Everybody's dicks up. Boy doesn't need to pee.
Dicks up, dicks
I'm
up.
good.
All right. So whoever wants to bring us in.
I'll bring us back.
All right, and we're doing the end of the I tap that. Cool. Here we go in 3, 2 Z's, and 1.
Welcome back. All right, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of excited to have Luke on, but I guess we were pronouncing his last name wrong. It is not Severide, it is
Severide.
Severide. Sorry, Luke.
Ride.
Sorry, Luke.
I thought about re-recording that, but it's too much work. It's really not, but we're still not doing it.
We're super excited to go see you this next weekend here at
The Liquid.
Yeah. Liquid Laughs, 8
Liquid
p.m.
Laughs.
and 10 p.m., right? I don't know. We're basically re-recording our
Right.
segment that you just
Anyway,
heard, so you're just going to see how stupid we are.
Now
Remembering.
on to our I tap that
Woo!
beer. This looks like a specialty beer from Payette Brewing out of our very own Boise, Idaho. Not
Wow.
Payette, strangely enough.
Interesting.
This is their 12 gauge series, but this is an imperial stout brewed with sea salt and caramel. We got a 10%er up in here.
Yes.
Up in here.
Up in here.
All right. While I try and pry this wax top off here, tell us what's our Paula? Describe our Untap That segment for our Untapped. Excuse me, I tap that segment for our first time listeners.
Well, the I tap that for our Brewnomics crew, if they do not know, is if we would actually tap a whole keg of this particular type of beer. And it has to be unanimous. And if it's not unanimous, we would not tap this beer.
Pretty much.
That's how it works.
So this one, and sometimes we've rated
Dude,
beers
that's a
pretty
dark
high
beer.
and still not tapped it because for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's not one we want to drink on a regular occasion or whatever. This is one that I'm thinking might be kind of along the same variety there. Yeah, this is,
That looks like wine.
dude, it is dark. We're approaching Snipes territory here.
Took me a second.
You got it right.
Even the foam on this thing is dark brown.
Vic, read their website if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah. So according to Payette, a new twist to our annual release 12 gauge, this variant gets the same barrel treatment, aging inside bourbon staves for a 12-month slumber where it acquires flavors of vanilla, oak, and hints of whiskey to complement the chocolate and toffee notes. The addition of sea salt accentuates the sweetness of the malt and caramel, gives it a luscious and tantalizing flavors. Great depth of flavor with a lingering smooth caramel finish. It was available November 23rd, 2018.
I love that we've had 2 beers tonight that have described themselves as tantalizing.
It's a great descriptor,
It really
but
is.
do not overuse it, brewers.
It do not, yeah. I will say caramel with sea salt is one of my favorite combinations on the planet of flavors.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Sorry, I just had this thought about Flip Flossy song.
Oh, go on. Which one?
It was like smash it.
And bang it.
It's my favorite combination.
It's my favorite combination.
Smash and bang is my favorite combination.
There you go. Okay, sorry for that tangent, but go ahead and check out Flip Flossy. He is my favorite rapper.
It's fun.
Oh, I want somebody to make me. So I shared on our Facebook a recipe of making brownies with a stout. And I'm going to need somebody to use this beer and to go ahead and do that for me, please.
Ooh, agreed.
This would be amazing.
First tasting notes, I'm getting a lot of sweetness, chocolatey notes to it. I think that's a really good call, Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It is delicious.
Heavy.
Heavy. What do we got? Pretty light on Untapped, 48 check-ins, 45 ratings at a 4.09 here.
Yeah, I can taste the caramel through and through, like almost throughout the whole thing. Like at
Caramel.
the start,
caramel, whatever.
However you
pronounce
pronounce it. Away.
Caramel.
Yeah, I can smell it or taste it the whole way through. Even at the end, it has a nice, good, smooth, sweet finish with the caramel. Lingering notes
Caramel.
too. Caramel.
Only caramel can get away with that.
This beer only has 45 ratings so far. It has 48 total ratings and has 9 check-ins this month.
It seems pretty new though. Look at this. It was added 11/23/18.
Just about 2 months
So not
ago.
even 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, part of that is I mean, they decided to switch things up for the 2018 version, adding the caramel to it.
Well, they have a whole
Good.
different, this is a whole lineup now, man. I've
Yeah.
seen like 5 or 6 different versions of this beer, I feel like.
Okay, because I remember in 2017 it was just their 12 gauge barrel aged
Yeah.
stout.
Right, but this year I've seen a shit ton of different
Oh,
variants.
like stuff with like cherries. Or
Oh yeah,
whatever, too.
because I remember
Okay.
specifically a silver one, a red one, a blue one, a green one, and they're all different whatevers of it. I can't remember exactly what they are, but I was somewhere and they had them all next to each other. So yeah, there's a shit ton
Probably
of this
Albertsons.
series now. It might have been Brewer's Haven. It could have been Albertsons. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but they're all good. Ultimately, what would you rate it? Would you tap it?
By the way, this beer cost $13.99.
Damn.
$14 for a 22-ounce bomber.
Yikes.
It does have a wax top on it though,
And it is silk screened,
so yeah.
which is always
They
fancy.
dressed it up for us.
So who knows? Maybe we'll make a little bottle out of this Bezo.
Yeah, why not?
It'd make a
Yeah.
great bottle.
You might win it, somebody who's listening.
Or bottle glass, excuse me.
Come at us and
That's what he said.
first person to comment on this with our favorite comment of butt cheeks. We'll get this bottle.
Oh, man.
We'll send it out to you. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I really like it. It is insanely sweet. It is much sweeter than the 75-minute with maple in there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would. I feel like I would rate it high, but I don't know if I would tap it. I also think I would rate it probably a 3.5. I'd prefer it being a brownie.
Okay. I see that. I would go, I'm gonna go with 3.75 on this one. I do like it. I do like the sweetness on it. Stouts are not really my thing. But if I were,
Hold up on the tapping deal. So
Okay,
just rate
all
it
right,
first, and
all
then
right.
we'll go back to
so
that.
3.75 would be my legit rating on this. We'll come back to the tapping later.
All right.
Okay. As a beer, I fucking love this. This is a 4.0 for me.
Wow.
Right
Okay.
there. Right there.
You do seem to be more of a fan of the darker. You and Will both, I think, like him a little bit more than Vic and I do.
We're also sitting on the opposite sides.
Mm-hmm.
As per usual, somehow.
Weird.
Yeah, it's planned.
So are Dick's can touch under the
Illuminati.
table.
Oh, yeah.
And the Illuminati also.
Also, need the
Will.
space dock. Yeah.
I'm right there with PK. I think even as a specialty beer, knowing that it's a specialty beer, it's going to be special. And I couldn't say special one more time if I had tried with my drunk language. All in all, I'm going to rate this beer 4.0.
Oh, dang.
I really like it. I think it is a little bit hyper sweet, but at the same time, in a specialty stout, I kind of want a specialty sweet. I want it to be there.
That's true. You don't want something to stand out.
I don't want it just to be bland and coffee notes and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I probably could have paid $4 with and got Irish Death and been fine with that, and got the same thing. This has a lot more complex flavors. Everything else, I'm gonna rate it 4.0.
All right.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to count to 3, and afterwards, we're just going to say yes or no on if we would tap it. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
No.
I'm the only one that said yes, and
I give
do-
it 4.0.
I do have to. I
What?
do have to give a stipulation in that it would have to be a small keg. It would have to be like a pony keg.
Okay.
Well, the stipulation is you fucking lost, so hold up.
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
Moving on. Okay, so
But
our.
overall, we like the beer.
Oh, yes,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
it's a great beer.
Absolutely. And if you're into everything we described, try this. Again, but you guys know our opinion. Good job, Pat, overall.
Yes, agreed.
So now our main topic. There are always fun theories, conspiracies floating around the interwebs the TVs, the whatevers, the National Enquirer, is that what it's called? About celebrity conspiracy theories. And a lot of times they're stupid and bullshit, but sometimes they're kind of fun. So we're going to talk about the few times where we actually thought they were kind of fun. Fun. So
I really shouldn't cough.
Get in the van.
Laugh. It makes me cough at the moment. But
we're just going to do one each, and then you guys are going to tell us what you think.
no, okay. Does Vic want to go first? He's stroking his stubble.
Sure, I can go first.
All right, let's do it.
So in the realm of celebrity conspiracy theories, I'm gonna be real honest. When I heard we were talking about this, I was like, I'm not super worried about it. It doesn't intrigue me a whole lot. But there's one that I found to give me a nice kick in the pants, and it was Keanu Reeves is believed to be an immortal, which I thought was pretty hilarious.
I thought you were going to go someplace completely different with that.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I mean, for those of you who know, I fucking love Keanu Reeves. I think he's a fantastic and very intriguing and curious individual. But he's also one of the nicest guys out there, and I think it's pretty incredible.
Saint of a human being.
And it's his niceness that leads people back to believe that he is Charlemagne back in the day.
That's where it starts, huh?
That's where it starts. People believe he is Charlemagne. If you look at portraits of who Charlemagne was, people are like, oh my gosh, there's a huge similarity between Keanu Reeves and Charlemagne. And I was like, I don't see it.
Well, you don't?
No.
Well, it's one of those ones, if you look at it, and they all kind of vary a little bit, and then there's also reasoning to that, to conspiracy theorists, of course, but there are like a dozen pictures between Charlemagne, so the Renaissance time.
Well, there's the
Whatever you
Charlemagne,
say that
the ones that's
present
not,
day.
yeah, and I would say that the one that they go back to is not the Charlemagne one. It's like a late 1800s portrait that's utilized, where he was a doctor, I guess, that they're saying Keanu Reeves was. And I was like, once again, I
think he's an immortal. I buy it.
Yeah.
Well, what
I
if
don't
Keanu
see it.
Reeves is the nice Vandal Savage?
The world's nicest Vandal
Yeah.
Savage, right?
And then-
Absolutely.
And that's what people are saying too, as well. It's like you can't be on this world that long and not like be just a nice, kind person to everybody. You have to be on this world wise enough to know with the wisdom of ages to be able to be nice to just everyone. Because I mean, there's instances of him giving up his seat on the train and
Does he give all his money in the Matrix to
and
the
yeah, exactly.
visual effects department?
Because he knows how hard those people work. There's
I don't need
also
the money anymore. I've got enough.
yeah, absolutely. And there's also the people who have him on the bench, like that meme of Keanu Reeves just being super sad on the bench, like, and it's just him like, the world's just such a bad place. I'm just sad now because of the world. It's the world.
The world.
So, I don't know, but that's one of mine. I just think it's kind of a funny thing.
I just have one retort to that conspiracy theory.
Shoot.
Whoa.
Also, though, I mean, the guy ages super well. If you look at a picture of 1994 Keanu Reeves and a 2018 version of Keanu Reeves, they're nearly identical. The man does not age, which...
Oh, him and Paul
Interesting.
Rudd and George Clooney, and there's a couple of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, when you just have the money to not age, it works out.
It almost seems like Paul Rudd is naturally de-aged. He looks younger somehow.
Somehow, yeah, he got in better shape. I think that's what helped.
Well, maybe there are immortals on this planet.
Maybe. Could be the Illuminati as well.
Could be. I'm not
I don't know.
immortal. I think that'd suck. I don't think I'd want to be immortal.
I wouldn't either.
You've been reading Macbeth, haven't you?
No, but I have read it.
Okay,
But that would be weird.
I agree. I think there needs to be a finite end.
I think even like 500 years would be too long. It's a lot of people you love seeing die.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you build relationships and then you're there just to watch everybody
Mhm.
die.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
500 years probably be like just enough to where you've seen just enough heartbreak. Yeah. But I'm good with my life right now, so I'm fine.
Right.
That being
Don't have
said,
the desire.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Paula, Well, me. Who wants to go next? I'll go next.
There you go.
Okay. So this is really what I saw that kind of, to me, inspired this whole thing. And I wonder, is Tommy Wiseau really D.B. Cooper?
For the uninformed, who are both of those people?
Who are both of those people? Well, let's start with D.B. Cooper. Have you guys seen the movie Without a Paddle?
No.
Isn't there was Seth Green and all that?
Yes.
That's the guy that
Seth Green,
stole-
Dax Shepard. So essentially, D.B. Cooper, nobody knows what his real name is. That was his alias. So in 1971, Dan D.B. Cooper essentially hijacked a 727 with a briefcase bomb, made it land, gathered like $200,000 in ransom, made the plane take off again, and then parachuted somewhere in the Pacific Northwest and was never seen again.
somewhere.
Without a Paddle is a fucking phenomenal movie. This was made in, I can't remember when, early 2000s.
Sounds fun.
But it's a comedy. It was like four best friends grew up together in Oregon.
3 best friends.
4 best friends grew up together in Oregon. And then when they were all about 25, 30, one of the best friends dies.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I'm talking about Will. And then the 3 of them, they always wanted to go and find D.B. Cooper's treasure, so go on this journey, essentially, to find it. So it's kind of like a friendship journey movie, and it's fucking great. One of the best soundtracks of all time, too, a genuinely adorable, funny movie. I recommend watching it. So that's D.B. Cooper. And then there's Tommy Wiseau. We've talked about Tommy Wiseau a lot on this podcast. I have a strange fascination with this man. Wrote and directed the most infamous bad movie of all time, The Room. Oh, that guy. So he also kind of popped up out of nowhere with a massive amount of wealth where nobody really, it's kind of unexplainable. It's like, was it selling coats? You didn't make that much money selling leather coats. Where are you like, this whole thing. But then if you look at the sketches of D.B. Cooper and Tommy Wiseau, they're hauntingly similar. Hauntingly. But it's kind of like he has this weird, strange past coming out of nowhere, all of a sudden rises into kind of infamy in the, I guess, late 90s, and then really into power in, 2009, whenever The Room was made?
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever it was. And yeah, so now there's this whole link where I think Tommy Wiseau might actually be D.B. Cooper.
Is that so, Jerry?
You're tearing me apart, Paula. That's mine.
Cool.
That's my favorite celebrity conspiracy theory
Cool,
right now.
I'll go. Mine is kind of funny, kind of not, kind of weird. It's basically that Chris Farley, the Belushis, Philip Seymour Hoffman, basically anybody that's OD'd on drugs, right? You know, or died of an overdose, you know, is actually alive currently on an island where, you know, they never leave and no outside communication has taken place because they know the rules. They know that they would actually die and, you know, no one would remember.
Why would they be on an island, not able to leave?
Well, if they left, somebody would see them and find out. And they'd be on an island because why not? You know, there's enough islands out in the world.
Yeah, that's true. But I've always heard all those theories that these people aren't alive. They're on an island. Elvis, Tupac, Biggie, Allen. Yeah, no way, man. I don't buy it for a second.
Says the guy who believes in immortals and his D.B. Cooper conspiracy.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Thank you, Dave.
Some things make more
you,
sense
Vic.
than others, Vic. Come on.
Okay.
I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying, man, you know, maybe they had enough money. Maybe they were tired of the limelight, tired of having to be under the pressure of, you know, always having to perform, always having to be the life of the party. You know, maybe they just decided, all right, here's an out, only for a select few. I'll take it.
Fair. Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
So interesting. Paula, who is your conspiracy celebrity theory?
Well, I had a main one, then an HM. I'm gonna go with my HM because this is funny to me.
You can go ahead and tell us
Yeah.
2 stories, Paula.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
My HM goes with Justin Bieber. People think he's a lizard person.
What?
Oh, a reptoid. I know what you're
A
talking about.
reptoid?
Yeah.
There's a name for it?
Yeah.
I thought it
No,
was
they
lizard
believe that
person.
reptoids are actually the Illuminati, if I'm not mistaken. Did your research reveal
There are
that?
some things that go with that, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I heard the Illuminati were the people that put the all-seeing eye on the back of the dollar bill.
Yeah, they
One
also
and the
like
same.
triangles a lot.
Yeah, triangles.
Yeah.
Pyramids, triangles, yeah.
Yeah, triangles and dick.
Yeah.
Reptoid?
Triangles and dick.
Anyways, so is that the full theory that he's one of them?
Oh, totally. Supposedly there are people saying that they've seen him transform into a reptile person.
A reptoid.
And I don't know. I feel like the crab people and the lizard people are going to have a war.
The crab people.
Who do you think would win?
And the lizard people.
I think the lizard people.
I would say the lizard people myself
they
as
can
well.
regenerate limbs all day. Like seriously.
You know why I think the crab people will lose? They can only go left and right fast. They can't go forward fast.
Yeah.
They got those pinchers though.
Yeah. They can pinch off a tail, but then you can grow that tail or that leg back every day, man. Reptoids win.
You know, Spider-Man didn't face the crab. He faced the lizard.
I really didn't think so. Or do the reptoids? They're the ones that also live underground, right?
In the sewers.
It's
I have
not
no
the
idea.
sewer. It isn't just like just beneath the earth. Am I making
Yeah.
that up?
Yeah.
Because I know there's that whole theory too, like a world beneath the world, which was explored in Aquaman.
It was.
Yeah, they dug too deep.
Too deep.
There's a lot of people that have that conspiracy about the Colorado airport. A lot of people that do that.
What is that?
You don't know about the conspiracy about the Colorado airport?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, so seriously, everybody, this is an actual legit thing. The Colorado airport used twice as much construction and concrete as what they were supposed to, and that whole airport is the size of Long Island. Like, it is massive.
Oh, it's huge. It's the biggest
It's a hub.
airport in the U.S.
Yeah, it's a massive hub.
So there's a bunch of different conspiracy theories about the Colorado airport. Mainly the biggest one is that is the bunker for all of the, rich, celebrity, important political people to go to and then, launch. I think they actually even, in the movie 2012, they hinted at it a little bit where they had like 3 massive boats or whatever.
Huh.
Our arcs to, survive the apocalypse.
That was one of them.
Yeah. And I think even Hunger Games alludes to it too, and that the capital is in Aspen, Colorado, as opposed to, Washington, D.C.
Well, that's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. That's enough of that.
Paul, before we get on to your final one, let's drink one more beer, if you don't mind.
the beer.
If you would be so kind. This is another one from a brewery we just had on the podcast. And by just had them, I mean earlier this podcast. This very one we're on right now, right this moment. From Toppling Goliath Brewing Company. This is the Fire, Skulls, and Money India Pale Ale.
Talking about that FSM.
You totally made me think that was a different thing that was supposed to be acronymed, and now I actually realized that FSM is just abbreviated for File Skulls Money.
Fire Skulls money.
Yep.
I'm very drunk.
He's smart like that. This looks like another unfiltered kind of sediment-heavy beverage.
Beverage. So Fire Skulls and Money, I'm going to go ahead and read their website lingo. It says that this is an India Pale Ale at 7.20% ABV, and it has got 50 IBUs, and it is inspired by a trip to the West Coast designed to capture the world spirit of adventure and brewed to be enjoyed with friends. Perfect for us. I added that part. This rich IPA is for those with wanderlust in their heart and a fire in their eyes. Join the Citra, Mosaic, Galaxy, and Nelson hops on a journey to the bottom of your glass. Cheers.
So I picked up this beer at Whole Foods, and it's another 4-pack, similar to the Pseudo Sue. And this beer actually cost $18.99.
Talking about money.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
$18.99 for what, a 4-pack?
So for a pint, this is actually $4.75 for 16-ounce beer. I've never had this one.
So your basic, like if you bought like a beer at a bar, this is
It's pretty equivalent.
it's equivalent.
It's really fucking good though. Like I really dig this. It is a little hazy. I'm kind of digging that unfiltered raw taste to it. It is fruity. Am I getting some mango in there?
Mangan, son.
I'm not quite sure, but I dig it, man. This is yummy. That is a heckin' expensive brew,
Yeah.
but it is a good brew. So what is it? Would you say 427?
Yeah,
With
this
25,000
is a highly
ratings.
rated beverage. Wow. This was added on Untapped March of 2017.
Okay, over 39,000 ratings. Whew. What, oh what do we give this?
Oh, this is a super tasty beer.
It's so
I
good.
really enjoy it though.
This is, I think, maybe the beer of the night for me personally.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at you, Jerry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like this is a little bit more bitter than the pseudo soup, than the regular IPA, or not even IPA, the regular pale ale that they have.
Well it should be as an I, but maybe I like that.
No, that's a good point.
You
Sure.
fucking think about that, Will?
No, I don't care about you. I only care about myself.
That's not true. You care deeply.
Yeah, that's true.
Fudge, this is good, but holy heck, it's expensive.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that's kind of the turnoff for me. Tell me again how much you paid for it.
$18.99.
God damn. God damn, man.
$4.75 a 16-ounce.
That to me is almost just like trying to show off. It's like sometimes then Ballast is another one where I'm like, come on now, take it down a notch.
But you're good, but
Again, this is really, really yummy. But I feel like I want to give it a 4, and maybe even a 4.25 to that price. I just can't justify it. They need to give me a better reason as to why it's so expensive.
What did you rate the pseudo soup?
I think I gave it a 3.75.
Okay, and you think this is better?
Yes, but it's also more expensive, right?
Yes.
So-
To the tune of 75 cents.
Oh, so it's right there within the same range, pretty much the same range at that point.
we're talking about
So I feel like I'm gonna have to stick right there with it then.
All right, so what are you rating it?
3.75.
Same rating.
Yeah.
Better beer, same rating.
You know, sometimes shit happens. Neither one of them are, as I said, I just can't justify myself to put that 4 rating, but it's either a 3.75 or a 4. You know, I can't give it a 3.85. It's not how the fucking rating system works. We got to play by the rules, otherwise we're animals. We live in a fucking society and we got to act that way. Will.
We'll all agree with you. You don't need to go off on a rant. Calm down.
I blacked out. What?
take a
happened?
breath.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hands off.
Vic, do you have a rating?
Initial premonition of this rating is I'm gonna go with a 4 actually. I'm not taking into account drinkability or
No.
cost on this one. I'm just taking into account flavor and the quality of the beer. So 4 even.
Nice. Yeah, this is a delicious beer. What do you give it, Paula? Will?
4.0. I think for the cost wise, I think it's totally worth it in my opinion.
Do you?
Yeah, I like it a lot. This is a beer that I wouldn't mind having like maybe a 6-pack of. Or just have it by
It
myself.
only comes in 4-packs.
I know. That's why I'm sad.
But they are pints. They are 16 ounces instead of 12.
Bummer.
So it's kind of like 5 beers, really, in the shape of 4. Is that math right? That's right.
I don't know enough to dispute.
That math is right, but you have an extra like 4 ounces.
4 ounces.
Left
Yeah.
over.
5.1 beers. 5.25 beers, rather.
Yeah. 1.33.
Oh, God.
Are you done? I don't want to talk over you.
I'm totally done.
Oh.
You're pretty chill tonight. You haven't talked much, but
We're dealing with 6 ounces of difference.
I'm gonna give this a 3.5.
Oh, okay.
It's more bitter. It's more expensive. I like the pseudo soup way more. I feel like the fact that it introduces those other hops to it just clouds the issue. I like how Citra, the pseudo-sue is compared to the Fire Skulls and Money. I've actually tasted both back to back. I still have a little bit of pseudo-sue here on the table, and I like the pseudo-sue more. So, yeah, 3-5.
All right. I definitely like the can of the pseudo-sue more. That dinosaur's pretty
Yeah, their
legit.
artwork is fantastic.
Yeah,
I like the can on both of them, but I mean, come on, dinosaurs.
and by the way, that isn't to say that it's a bad beer, because it isn't. It's a great beer, but it's not my style. Jerry likes the bitterness more. Who's going to rate that higher? He probably didn't like how, smooth and wonderfully Citra the pseudo-sue was.
Don't you talk for my taste buds.
I'm not. Your rating talks for themselves. So he rated that lower.
Paula.
But that's each individual.
Paula.
What?
Paula.
What?
What's your favorite celebrity conspiracy theory?
Oh, it's about J.K. Rowling.
Ooh.
There's this whole thing about the government coming up with the Harry Potter franchise, and J.K. Rowling is just an actress who just portrays J.K. Rowling, so the government can make just a shit ton of money off the imagination of children and adults and making a theme park.
I can't say I've heard that theory.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's quite obscure.
Seems a bit, yeah.
I guess she hasn't really written a story beyond Harry Potter in that universe. So after that, it's just sort of more been like this mainstream,
So
What
what they
about
think because she hasn't written like a mystery novel or something?
Yeah.
something like that.
Who gives a shit? She's got her niche, man.
What about Fantastic Beasts? She was claimed to have penned that as well.
She did.
That's in that
It's
particular
the same universe.
realm.
Yeah. So
That is a
like-
screenplay, sir. That is not a novel.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Really?
Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
I don't follow it at
I
all.
just
Yeah.
don't fucking care about Harry Potter.
Yeah, good old HP. He's a kid. He's got a wand. Keeps a well-manicured dick. I don't know.
Mock cop.
Someone should ask J.K. Rowling about that, if Harry Potter is circumcised or not.
Probably not gonna ask her that.
Nah.
Probably not going to get an answer.
Not my top 3 questions for an interview with Rowling.
Yeah, probably not on the whole list. I gotta be honest. Man.
Sweet. Well, gents, what do you think?
I think that's about does it for this week.
I think so too.
Did you guys come up with any other, or read any other weird conspiracies? You're like, nope, I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole.
Um,
I'm just curious.
yeah,
Okay. Do you want to share?
No.
We got time,
why not?
but no.
Nah, it's cool.
Okay.
It's nothing terribly exciting. I don't know if I know enough about it.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. It was that Anthony Bourdain was murdered, not that he committed suicide. Because his girlfriend was, so I guess I said I wasn't going to tell you, but.
Yeah,
Here we are.
you're
Here
just
we are.
giving it up right now.
But his girlfriend at the time, she was leading the Me Too movement. And apparently there's, like a rich people mafia that are like, hey, we want to keep raping you women. You need to stop telling us that we shouldn't rape you, or we're going to kill your boyfriend as a casualty. And she's like, whatever. And then they killed Anthony Bourdain and framed it to look like a suicide.
Damn.
It's sad.
That's sad.
I don't think that's true.
I hope not.
But I was kind of like, huh, interesting.
Okay.
All right.
See, that's what you guys made me do. I didn't want to do it.
Well,
You
yeah.
forced it out of me.
God damn it, Will.
Did any of you guys have a
water with me.
beer of the night?
The beverage of the night. Let's see.
I think it's going to be controversial. I think we're all going to be in disagreement about which one we liked.
I think so. I'm gonna do. God damn, I'm gonna do the Fire Skull and Money. Honestly, that's my favorite beer of the night.
I'm going to double down on that. I like the FSM.
Paul?
I agree.
Oh, not that controversial after all, is it, Williams?
I thought he would have picked the 12 gauge. I'm going to go
Oh,
with
shit.
the pseudo-suit.
Ooh.
Well,
that was
either way, it
that was
looks
my
like
number 2.
Toppling Goliath is the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good, man.
Good old
Um,
TGB.
I do wish they would humble their price tag a little bit more, but maybe it is legitimately the highest quality ingredients.
that you can find.
Well, that they could find. I wasn't looking for them.
Yeah.
I mean, what have you guys been watching, reading, playing, doing?
I already went over all my list.
Oh yeah, so I guess you're out on this one.
Yeah. Screw you, Jerry.
Vic and I last night watched Sharknado 2.
Oh, we did.
It's great.
I'm sad I missed out on
It
that.
was so great.
You probably should be.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It is.
Mhm.
It's just
So many cameos by
I-
so many
an
celebrities.
absurd amount of cameos, dude.
Silly.
Um,
Got silly.
it really
you have to
was.
watch the first one in order to watch the second.
No, I don't think so at all.
That's
No.
good news.
I mean, feel free to watch the first one by all means.
Yeah, it says
But
stuff
they,
up.
they definitely took it to another level with the second one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the rest of them, but I certainly plan to.
Okay.
So what a slapstick, silly Sharknado time.
Dude, we were just giggling our dicks out the whole time. It was
Like I can't remember why, but at one point I actually fell over off of the couch. Just fell off. of it
that
onto
did
the
happen.
ground.
That
I
did
just
happen.
lost my shit. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but man, I got drunk last night.
Oh, we were. Yeah,
It's like I hadn't drank all week. Been a stressful one. I was glad to finally be home in my own
Shots
bed,
and
and I
beers
just
were
made
just
up
being
for it.
had.
Didn't get out of bed till like, God, 11 today.
We need to do commentaries on more movies.
Yes, I'd love to do some more riff tracks. Those are a motherfucker to edit, though. We
Yeah.
need better editing software. Kind
Well,
of
I
before can
think
do
we
that.
just need, yeah.
Brew Crew,
Oh,
get
yeah.
at us what movies you wanna see, and we'll figure out the editing on our end.
Especially your favorite bad movies.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Like Vertical Limit or something like that.
Oh, man.
That's-
Or
that's-
Zombievers or.
Yeah.
Beavers, Jesus Christ.
It'll be great because
Zombie strippers.
Paula won't
Yeah.
talk it all like the whole time.
Thanks,
and again,
no.
it'll be great.
Paula, what have you been watching, doing, reading, playing, jerking it to?
Yeah, absolutely everything.
Hentai?
He's so calm.
You look like you're about ready to fall asleep, Paula. Yeah.
Sticks down. It's weird.
Oh, well, what a contributor. All right, well, anybody else want to say anything for the people before we start to roll out? Like a bunch of Autobots?
Robots in disguise. Yeah, we need to transform and roll out, I guess.
All right, well, make sure you follow us on the YouTubes. Subscribe to our channel. We are hopefully going to have a bunch more videos popping up soon. Follow us on all things social media at Brewnomics. We got funny videos, pictures, articles sometimes that we share with you. Say hi to your friends. Say hi to your mother for me. Buy a
Please.
friend a beer.
Tell your friends about the podcast. That'd be fun.
Yep, adopt a dog.
There you go.
Do something
Yeah.
good. I don't know. No, I'm just rambling. I guess until next week, thanks for listening to Brewnomics episode number 52. I'm Jerry.
Bye.
Vic.
I'm Will.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, nice. That was a shorter one.
Where are we at?
Hour 15.
That's not bad.
I like it. Yeah, I actually really like where that's at. Okay. Probably edit this tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Love you. Tomorrow.
You're only a gay away.
I went high there. You see that? I could have went low. Could have went gay away. Could have went low. But you guys, you didn't like that. So
Nah, it's not. You just editing on the fly. Pretty good.
you can mix that up and mash it together. Only you weren't recording. Mm-mm. Sad. That's a Trump tweet. Sad.
Sad.
He comments on things like, what's that guy in Family Guy that's like the molester?
Herbert?
Herbert? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he comments on everything. I almost read his tweets in that voice.
That's a great way to put that. I like that.
Democrats won't agree to my wall. Sad. Can you imagine that in the Hubert voice? Somebody say that exact sentence in the Hubert voice.
I can't do that voice very well.
Wait, say what?
I don't know, anything in the Hubert voice that Trump would say. That Trump has tweeted. Something about hamburgers.
We're gonna build a wall.
You college kids want some hamburgers? We got some hamburgers up in the White House.
You know, it's funny that we're still live on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, that was just for you, YouTube. All right, good
All
night.
right, fuck off, YouTube.